I think some people got confused because they thought I was going to reshare what was shared on YouTube. Can I just do a poll to ask how many people actually watched what happened on YouTube today with the streaming something channel? Thank you, Shani. So put a smiley face if you watched that, and a crying face if you didn't watch that. Because I did say to you all I would stream it so you could listen to it once I came live. I'm going to save you the headache. I am going to save it you, because I don't know if anyone in here, you let me know if you did, found out any new information off that live, or just didn't come out of it baffled. Because he did say, just to let you know, you're going to need a stiff drink. And after that, I pretty much am ready to go down to Bargain Booze and buy out everything. Because I watched it in my Discord with people, and there wasn't one person in there who knew what was going on. I have to be really honest. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Karen. I'm not still sure who Ali is. I'm not sure. It was a load of stuff we knew before, put together with loads of stuff. It was kind of put together with cheap glue, and it was just kind of, I'll give you the general gist of what I got from it. Jay Slater was shot by Sam Walker, I think, on the Saturday night. Then he phoned his mum on Sunday but forgot to say that he'd been shot. Then he went to a nightclub on Sunday night and partied despite the fact he'd been shot. Then he was possibly stabbed on the beach. Then he got onto a boat that was parked next to the party boat, and someone said, call a taxi for Jay Slater. Also, I got from it that Ayub is in the buying wholesale fruit and veg business. I don't know. These are the things I picked up. And there was a lot of stuff about the Secret Garden, which apparently is Ayub's weed cafe. I actually started reading the Secret Garden because I thought these are the notes of the book club. It wasn't. It was just me and fucking... It also like cockapoo. I've just noticed that Tori has coloured in my favourite photo of Tegan with a permanent mark on her face. Oh, Tori. She's literally coloured in my elephant picture. Look what she's done to her face. When Tegan was an elephant. Oh, Tori. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Karen. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I don't want to be like harsh, but it was like Shannon said in my Discord, or just use you, Shannon. It was like somebody who had just started studying the Jay Slater case, so all the stuff they were finding, they were putting out as if it was fact now, but it's stuff we already talked about months ago. Like the Maruba boat, like I put that out the first day that Norb told us about it while Jay was still missing. They were talking about Sam Walker, yeah, in some kind of way. It was all too far-fetched for me, and anyway. And then it was like, well, Ayub has his own fruit and vegetable business, and I said to my Discord, he's got a nice peach, but I don't think he's got any other fruit. It was all a bit much for me, and they were trying to connect Jay to a refurb happening in January in a club. Then after the refurb, the club closed down early a couple of nights before because someone got ill. Jay Slater, it was, thank you, Leslie. I don't think Faith actually shot the gun, Zippy. She didn't say. I really wasn't sure. But then, like, we went over to Mariana's live to see what she thought of the information. She was just scribbling notes, like it was brilliant stuff going on. I'm just confused. I'm really confused. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Faith. They didn't mention Faith. I was still caught on Ayub with his fruit and veg store at the time because he gets wholesale prices. Thank you, Lou, so much. He gets wholesale prices, and I was thinking, my kids go for a lot of fruit. Maybe Ayub's a good friend to have. So at one point, I just had to come away because I thought it was going to be groundbreaking, and I thought it was going to be something in there that I was going to hear, and I was in the comments thinking, so did Marianne, once she wrote it all down, did she just think like that? Because I just didn't get it. I was like, what? Yeah, 3 days for drugs. And then at one point she said something cost £20.75, and I thought, if that's per gram, I'm in. So what I'm going to put out tonight has nothing to do with that, what happened, okay? Nothing. I listened to it. I was going to play it for you guys. I'm not going to put it I'm not going to put it on you like that. If you want to go and search it out, listen to it. But to me, I was expecting, and they kept mentioning some kind of journalist called Julia, which at one point I thought, if that's Julia Van Dalt giving them information, I'm done. And the woman kept saying, the Ali woman kept saying, thank you, Alex, a lot of this information we've had validated by Chris Tenerife. And I thought, well, then I'm out. The man changed his mind halfway through the case and becoming deluded. So I'm just not gonna, Julie the journalist, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And she just kept saying, did you know there was a taxi for Jay Slater on Saturday? I thought, what, 24 hours before I went missing? I'm not really asked. Yeah, Hannah Lang, they kept saying all over and over again. And then she was going, I've got Lucy confused. Was she the one doing the... it was too much. So I'm just going to leave that, right? I'm just going to leave it. And I'm just going to call it doo-doo. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it doo-doo information. Because it just didn't make any sense to me.
For those 700 people that would have sat watching that update from Marvin and Ali, thank you for sitting with me. I'm going to be doing a debrief, a little summary of what was spoken about and what went on. So, Saturday the 15th of June, Papagayo shut between 10 and 11, right? Lucy, Brad said they left early. They've also advised that the Say at Leon was going down a Decky Road and also went to a diversion. And this was to Roman's Land, right? They've also said 7 people were involved in this case. But let's not also forget, on the 16th of June, Potter Paper had a coffee takeover. This was between 1 and 5. So there's an hour gap. Right, so you can do both events at the same time if you wanted to. But one thing I wanted to say, Ali mentioned on the video tonight on the live stream that medical stuff, we will soon find out. What medical stuff are they going to find out? It's because they haven't got the toxicology report back yet, and that will reveal a lot because Jay Slater was heavily under the influence. They've also advised there's been a head injury and that Jay Slater was potentially put out of his misery. Head injury, but there's also advice here that the third-party report from the UK advised that there was a firearm used against a young man. Also, let's not forget, Ali mentioned that there's bits of him left. He didn't fall. That makes a lot of sense, because they said they only repatriated part of his body, okay? So, part of his body was repatriated, a firearm was used against a young man. There's another talk about here on Ayub. He's a restaurateur, if anyone didn't know. He's got 5 companies, they've all folded, he's got a business in South East, and it's all a front for rug money and money laundering. Also, let's talk about the room key. This has now been debunked. The director at Papagayo said that obviously everyone has a passport or a driving licence or even electric wristbands for this festival. And you have all the staff around there that can easily let you back into your room. So let's not forget Jay's uncle said that Jay lost his room key.
Papagayos.
Yes, Papagayos. Now, what's that place called again? Yeah, Papagayos. One of 3 or 4 locations from the NRG in Tenerife.
Okay.
Which I believe are expanding this year, but they've been very helpful, actually. So they have got a good system up. They run their places well. They are really, really upset about what's gone on.
Right, okay.
Because their security is actually quite good. I'm telling everybody as they told me. So, I mean, I can't, I'm in England, I'm not in Tenerife, so I can't go and check it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, these people are well versed. But I'm sure there's political inroads like everything else on things.
So you've told me that you've spoken to management at Papagayo. Was that the owner or one of the directors or something? I spoke to one of the guys that actually is a director. Okay, and what was he, British or?
He was German.
He was German. Okay, yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
And what did he have?
Well, he was just saying to me that they have a system of when the NRGs are booked, that they sell packages and people, you know, the youngsters will go and purchase a package. They have bronze, silver and gold packages, and they purchase before the event. Obviously, if somebody's in the UK, they purchase it through their group leader. So if you've got a group of, say, 4 people, one of them will be nominated the leader, and they will see to all the booking for that particular group, whether they're bronze, silver or gold. The flights are completely separate. So in the case of the Jay Slater case, it would be Lucy May, I should assume, and I'm saying assume because I can't prove it, but Duncan Smith, who's also got a really good site, he has been working on that bit where, you know, the group leader is actually, whoever it is that's booked the flights, is actually responsible for the for all the details. So when they book their package, they can upgrade it to the gold. If they booked a bronze, they can then upgrade it to the gold. But they then have to pass all the ID tests and like passports or driving license, and then they're issued when they get to Tenerife into there. When they go there and register and look, say, here I am, their group leader gives them a wristband, which is electronically like an electronic tag. And that actually tells all the venues when they enter, they have to show their wristband. And it's all the data then will tell them that they paid and that they are allowed in. And when they exit, they have to do the same.
I got you.
And they're also liable to be searched for drugs and everything else. Papagayo itself is all covered with CCTV, like all of them are. And I asked about that because there's
someone asked. Sorry, Ali. Someone asked in the chat about the Burton Ali asked in the chat about the CCTV. Why didn't we know about it?
Well, we don't know about it because basically, and I think the same. And I was trying to speak in broken German as well, which isn't always easy.
Oh, you speak German too?
Hey?
You speak German too?
I can speak a couple of languages, but not German.